We're not live.
We're live now.
Try it now.
All right, let's do this over again. I'm sorry.
What is good?
All right, we'll do an abbreviated one today because that was totally my fault. Yeah, so what just happened, folks, was I rolled in and got the camera set up and jumped onto the stream like maybe 3 minutes before we were supposed to go live, and I was rushing and I was frustrated. And then when we went live, I clicked the intro video, the countdown, but I didn't click go live. So we just did the whole intro. We went through the whole start to the show. We were talking about F-35s and then realized that we never went live. So I'm so sorry about that, guys. That explains why people were like, "Hey, Jim must be fixing up his hair and stuff." Because
I wasn't paying attention to the comments.
I was looking at the comments, but I was like, "Okay, well." And what
really,
added to this was that I also don't have great internet where I am right now. Well, I have good internet, but for some reason it was freezing. So I thought maybe the comments just weren't caught up yet. So I didn't question them.
So we'll abbreviate the intro. Welcome to HotMakes. Okay. We're here every Monday. If you have anything you'd like to see, check out the link in the description below that shows you all the cool stuff that we show tonight. We have an amazing guest, Fletch from Smelly Cat Creations. Caleb's doing good. I'm doing good. I'm in Arizona still, and I go home tomorrow morning, finally. I say finally because, no one really wants to go home. But I was saying that we're in the flight path for the Luke Air Force Base training. So they have F-16s and F-35s that just fly over this house all week. And we went to
you were just telling me about the vertical takeoff and landing.
That I haven't seen the vertical takeoff and landing because I'm not close enough to it. But we were at the zoo the wildlife zoo that's close to us in Arizona here, and it's literally right next to the Air Force Base. And so on the way home, we got to witness some of the I believe there are F-35s coming down for landing, and I'm going to do that one more time because why not share it twice. I am hopefully, so sorry that we hopefully you can. Guys. Right. Hopefully you guys can hear this. But can you see it? Nice, we're ready. All right, here you go. So this was we're parked and we're watching this this plane come in, and it's virtually almost and
that's so close.
I don't know if you could hear it, but
we could.
It is crazy in person. It's so much fun when they fly, and they fly over you multiple times, all day and all the way till 11 or 10:30 at night, and it's just right over the house. It's so cool. All right, we are live finally. Thank you so much, Fletch, for hitting us in the private chat. Hey, dummies, you're not even live.
I'm glad he had it. I'm glad he has it together. And we're only 147 episodes in.
We have a hard stop, so let's get him in and let's get talking.
Real quick, one thing. I've got a quick surprise hot make for you, and this hot make is brought to you by the hot Arkansas weather.
Oh, whoa! Holy moly! You
I shaved my head.
You shaved your head.
Or Sarah shaved my head.
Sarah shaved your head. Honey,
I need to get rid of it. I started growing the beard out. I only had enough patience in this heat for hair on one side of the head.
Yeah. Jeez. Well, I can tell you I didn't shave my head. I shaved my face though. See? Huh? Yeah. Opposites.
Between the two of us, we make a whole person.
Yeah. There's
one person with long hair and a beard, and there's the other person who's just bald.
That is hilarious. I didn't expect that, so I hope it feels good.
That's why I waited.
Yeah, the glare in my eyes.
I'm glad I didn't do that before we realized we weren't live.
It looks good though, man. It fits you. I like the when we go to Murph, you'll fit right in with the beard and no hair. We'll get you one of those Amish hats, and you'll be great.
Oh, jeez. Yes. All right, you want to bring Fletch in?
All right, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Smelly Cat Smelly Cat Creations. Fletch, how are you?
There we go.
Not too bad, thanks.
Dude, he's like, I waited up. It is 12:15 a.m. I waited for this.
I'm so sorry, dude.
That's what you're thinking.
Sorry. I was just thinking, what are these people saying in the comments?
I was confused.
Well, now I'm looking at them, so there's
Music
that.
Dad says I'm throwing
You're
off
throwing off the white balance. I like it. But how you been, man? You doing doing
not
good
bad,
out
thanks.
there? Where are you
doing all right.
located? You're in Europe somewhere, right?
Norfolk, UK.
Okay, nice.
So when you said midnight, I was like, right, I'm gonna have to try to stay up for this.
Yeah.
hey, hopefully you got the tea, the coffee, whatever it takes for you to stay up, right?
To stay awake, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, before we go too far into this second round of going live, who are you? Let's do this. Who are you? What do you do? And where can we find you? And then let's dive right into your stuff.
So I'm Fletch and run Smelly Cat Creations. Almost all my stuff, to be honest with you, most of my time on sort of social media is on Instagram. So I pretty much keep Instagram up to date more than anything else. I do a website and that, but what do I do? What don't I do? Everything. I try and do everything, to be honest with you. I did laser cutting, laser engraving, 3D printing, CNC machining. A bit of woodwork, bit of everything. I like a real mixture.
Nice.
So,
well,
yeah. You put that in, cool. When you fill out. It was funny because you filled out the form that I send out for people before they come on as guests, and in the "What do you do" section, you were like everything.
Yes, some people just customers and things just don't like that. You're like, what do you make? I'm like, anything, everything.
What do you need to made? Like,
what do you need? Yeah. I think people just like you to say, this is what I make, buy it. But I just like, you can have whatever you want.
Well, and I can think that Andrew's like, hey, you got to get Fletch on the show, and he like kind of hooked us up, you know. And,
yeah, he did. Yeah, thanks very much, Tim.
Yeah, thank you so much, Andrew, and thanks for hanging out and watching too. So, it's there's a form. Zombie Hedgehog says there's a form. Yeah, only important people get that one though, Zombie. You just get brought in whenever. No, we brought him in like last minute last week, and there was no form at last minute. But so some of the cool stuff you do, like we connected a little bit on the fiber stuff. I got that fiber laser to play with recently, and you do some really cool stuff. I'm actually going to jump on and share my screen here. Sorry about that. And let's check out some of the cool stuff you do. So hopefully this is showing. There we go.
There we go.
So this is your Facebook page, Smelly Cat Creations, and you can just look at the photos tab and be like, whoa, there's some cool stuff here.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. So these look like files. Are these files?
They're just for props. Just they're turning tools. They're turning tools.
Oh, turning tools for lathe.
Those discs are for a wood turner. So yeah, I do a bit of wood turning as well there sometimes.
Gotcha. And you make these discs are for a client or customer.
Yes. They're fiber lasered.
Nice. And then you said you were doing a lot of molding lately.
Yes.
What do you do with that? It looks like is this a CNC mold?
Yeah, so I CNC them out of aluminium or brass, whichever, and then mainly they're for roofers, and they melt their lead work. They melt their lead down, pour it into the mold, and then they'll use that on their roofing as part of a decorative feature.
Oh, that's sweet. So it looks like
that's a ball. That's a finial extension. It goes on top of one of my other molds, actually, which is a big finial.
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome. Like a spear.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know what? I can't share. I should have shared my whole window because it's only letting me share the Facebook tab. But and then you do stuff like this where it's like a coin or for lack of better words, right?
Yeah, most people they're called makers discs. They're for the sort of maker community, wood turners, all that sort of furniture makers. Put them on their work, obviously, to put their logo on there. I sort of originally when I started Smelly Cat Creations, I thought it was literally going to be like creations. It was going to be me making random stuff, but it's turned into quite a lot of branding work, which is fine.
That's cool though. It keeps you busy, and
I like to do a bit of everything. So yeah.
Is this so? These are fiber lasered, or is this brass?
They're brass, yeah.
That is so cool.
I love it. I love that you get the black. Do you do any finishing afterwards, or is this straight off the laser?
You can I normally rub Brasso over the top of them, or just some oil.
Okay.
Just some mineral. You can put mineral oil over the top of them. It just sort of cleans them up a little bit.
Ah, nice. And then it looks like a mold here. You made a. I'm assuming CNC mold, and then.
Yep, big stag mold.
And then what's the material that's poured into it?
It's a lead.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just lead. You then cast it in lead, and then that normally gets like welded on the front of a house or something.
That's ridiculously cool.
Yeah. So it's definitely not unleaded.
Oh, jeez.
There you
Fantastic.
go. There you go.
Where's Brian Vines?
Yeah. What I think is cool is that you're making CNC molds. So what kind of CNC do you run?
I've got 3 CNCs. I've got 2 sort of like smaller ones, and then I've got a bigger. It's by a company called Stony CNC. It's just a standard sort of 3-axis, but it's a heavy duty one, all steel frame.
This is it's super cool. Like that, that must be like a press like that you would see here, kind of.
Yeah, so that's just a lead stamp. I just machine it into brass, and then they can stamp their lead. They can stamp the lead and then put that up on the roof as well, so it leaves their logo behind.
And I'm assuming that can be used for like leather and wood and stuff too, right?
Yeah, I've done some leather ones. Yeah, I've done some leather workers.
Awesome.
That's so cool. If you guys have questions at all, let us know.
Yeah, throw them in.
We'll definitely take the questions because really, like Fletch, it seemed like literally you do everything. So now
Tripod asked if we could start over. We already did that once, dude.
Yeah. We already started over twice, or once. I mean, so this is the 3D printed tool holders. It looks like.
Yeah. Just playing.
Just kidding.
And I see that behind you have a Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon. How are you getting along with that?
Yeah, I had some issues like right at the start when I first got it. Had some issues when they did a firmware update. But I love it. It's a great machine. It's a great machine. It's coming from sort of like I've had quite a lot of printers over the years, but there's 2 Ender 3s sitting in the corner over there. But it's certainly a step up from an Ender 3.
They're in timeout now. Ever since you got that one, right?
They are. Yeah, they don't really have a purpose anymore.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So okay, can you go back to that last one?
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah. So the one before that.
Oh.
So you printed a mount for your ankle grinder, so you can use it for what?
Just to be tidy. I like to. I'm not one of those.
Oh, so this is for storage.
I'm not one of those weird people that would draw around all their tools on the wall, just like that goes there.
Yeah. Okay. I thought this was for like using it as like a makeshift table saw or something.
No, there is one of them, but that's like right.
Yeah, he hangs it here. He turns it on, and he can run stuff over the top of it.
Yeah,
I do my nails on it.
Do that. There's people who make like tables that you can stick your Dremel on, and then you can put like a little saw blade on the end of the Dremel that sticks out through the table. Like there's all sorts of.
I saw that.
That's why I was like, oh, this is. I thought maybe that's what this was.
No, just storage, organization.
I appreciate that just as much.
Whoa, this is crazy. So this looks like alphabet.
It's
mold.
another big mold.
That's cool. What do they use the alphabet for?
Just to put words on buildings, or just house names, etc.
So it's kind of like a template, so they can use any of the letters on here if they wanted to.
Yes.
Got it. That's cool.
I like.
Man, that's such a cool idea.
They would have used to have always sandcast them, so it's like you can pour one into one of my molds, and you can knock it out of the mold within like 15 seconds. So it's it's the time saving compared to having to sandcast it is huge.
Yeah,
I imagine that's pretty awesome. And so is this a pretty good size? Like, is this?
That's 500 mil by 300 mil.
Oh, geez, so that is a pretty good size. So 2 feet by 3 feet ish.
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty awesome. And then we're back to coins. You do a lot of coins here. I like this idea. So do you, I'm looking at where you burn, right? So are you burning
Yep.
it in with the brass what kind of fiber lasers are you using for one? And for two, are you leaving the black? Are you burning it so it's black?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there is some a bit further on which I call them inverted image, which is I leave the brass.
Oh, cool.
It's just my chief. Look,
I
I'll
love
tell you
this.
what that,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what that is. That I had to make that simply because my cat chewed through the cable. And
no cable, no problem.
It's so good.
so I was like, I need to hide that cable.
Is this the Smelly Cat?
There's 5 of them, so they're probably sitting outside that door waiting to come in.
Fantastic.
Sorry, my wife just brought a mosquito. Like in Arizona, somehow there's a mosquito flying around. It threw me off there for a second. It's like 92 or 93 degrees right now.
Yeah.
And then, wow, so this is like a stamp?
A massive, yeah. I couldn't even test it properly because I didn't have an ink pad big enough to fit it on.
Wow.
That is so cool.
I had to like try and push all 4 corners on like a little ink pad and try and get it to work.
Hey, it looks cool though. Was this also lasered? You just lasered out with the
That's CO2 lasered, that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's a pad, and that's a rubber pad.
Yes, rubber pad, yeah.
Nice. Okay. Awesome.
But yeah, that's a big boy, that one.
Do you think you could run a leather pad like that in a regular CNC, or would it have to be a laser?
I think people do them on a normal CNC. I think I don't know what you'd be like for tear out, whether it would tear the rubber out. Yeah, it's certainly a lot easier on a laser.
Well, they make the I made some stamps, and they make they call it laser rubber or whatever. But basically, you just throw it out there. You burn it mirrored, right? You burned it backwards.
Yes, you got yeah.
And then the thing I don't like about it is it makes a huge freaking mess.
Yeah.
It is so messy, especially if you want it nice and deep,
And it stinks.
And it stinks. I have a lot of ventilation, but I had that rubber material flipping everywhere when I did. I did three of them, and I was vacuuming and blowing it off between each one, and it's a mess.
It is, yeah. It gets everywhere.
Let's see. What do we got next? Let's see. Oh, there you go. Some keychains, right? Same thing, fiber laser.
Oh, fiber laser, yep. The minute
I
saw a fiber laser, the minute I actually saw one in person, I was like, I need one of these.
Yeah.
I was just like, it's so cool. I need one.
I think everybody who is into lasering anything, as soon as they see a fiber laser, like, I need that. Like that's like your instant reaction.
So would you say laser anything would be?
Laser everything. Anything? Yeah, laser everything.
Laser everything.
Yeah. So what lasers do you use? Like you have a bunch of different lasers, right? But what fiber lasers do you use?
I've got 2. So I've got a 30 watt and I've got a 50 watt. They're just standard fibers. What do they call them?
Okay.
I don't know what they call them now.
Are they JPT or are they?
Yes, JPT. That's it. Yeah.
JPT. I just got to show my wife this real quick. She's walking by as we speak, and let's see. Honey, you got to see this catio. This is his catio.
Oh,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, lucky kitty.
What is this is awesome.
It's their little play area.
He said it's a little play area. Yeah, we definitely call that a catio, and I love that idea. We have some cats, and they would absolutely love this.
Yeah, I'm a bit cat mad.
You're a bit cat mad. Oh boy, oh boy. Mitch says, I heard about CNC and lasers.
Yeah.
Nice. So you have a 30 watt and a 50 watt, and
yes.
I'm gonna drop this out just for a minute so we can boom, there we go. So on your fiber stuff, you do mostly coins. We saw keychain stuff like that. Do you make jigs? Like, do you 3D print jigs or anything?
Yeah. So I don't know if there was a picture, but those dog tag key rings I done on there, I 3D printed a jig for them to sit them in, so they always obviously locate in the same place. So I, to be honest with you, I never got into 3D printing when it first sort of started because I just saw it as like a gimmick. I just saw people printing these little models, and I was like, no, I don't want to print little models. But I use it like all the time now for jigs, for just all practical things. Yeah.
No, that's the way to go. I mean, I'm excited to start that. As soon as I'm back, we came up with something cool that I'll do a video on before I can really talk about it. But a friend of mine helped me design, or he designed it. There's no helping me. He designed it. And I'm super pumped about it. And then we're going to release some other stuff to go along with it for the fiber. And I'm just excited because we can use everything, right? You can use your 3D printing, you can use your lasers, all of that stuff combined, and you can make some just awesome stuff. And it sounds like you have some CO2 lasers as well, or at least one.
Yeah. It's just recovering now after it had a fire, but it's just about back up and fully functional again. Yeah.
Oh no, a fire! What happened there?
I used to have my CO2 laser in my garage, and I was down in my workshop working on my CNC, and I was like, I'll just leave that, it's all right. It was running fine. Came back like an hour later, I was like, I'll just pop in, check on the laser, and it was just up in flames. I didn't even think I was going to be able to put it out, and I had a full bottle of welding gas sitting next to it, and
oh no!
It just melted everything, melted all the wires, melted the lid, destroyed. It took a lot of money and work to get it going again. So don't leave your CO2 laser is the key there.
Yeah.
Don't you leave your machines unattended. So you got it out, right? You got the fire out. Did you have a hose? Did the fire department come? Like any of that stuff?
Wet towels. Wet towels, and then just leave it because it was the metal work was warped where it got so hot, and yeah, it wasn't. It was a pretty scary experience.
Yeah. What happened? Did the laser head just get stuck, or you don't know?
No, I was lasering acrylic, or I was lasering acrylic, and obviously you get a backburn coming underneath the acrylic quite often. So it actually finished the whole laser job. But then the acrylic had caught fire, and where I just hadn't been and checked on it for like an hour, then the whole machine set alight.
Oh no. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well,
lesson learned. I was just happy nothing else went up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, glad you only essentially lost a laser and not everything. Right.
Yeah.
So there's that. You have to try to make. Have you tried making stamps for ancient coins making?
No, I have made. I made a. What's the material? I made a mold not long ago, which I designed myself. It was just a skull and crossbones with barbed wire around the outside, and I made that out of graphite, so you could pour brass and aluminium into it, and it just gives you like this little. I called it like a pirate coin.
Sure.
But I only got a furnace about 2 weeks ago, so I haven't tried actually casting any brass in it yet.
Oh, that'll be cool. So, geez, what don't you do? That like lasers. Right. You talk about lasers. You can talk about 3D printing. Now you're talking about you just got a furnace so you can light up some metal. I mean, like
that's what I was saying in the social post we made. He's like the Thanos of. He's got all the Infinity Stones of making, basically.
Okay.
I like that reference. Yeah, it was good.
I love it. It just seems like you do such a wide range of cool stuff, and I imagine that is that all you do? Is this what you do? Like that's your job?
Yes. This is like I'm just about to hit like year 2 of running Smelly Cat full time.
That's
I was
awesome.
an engineer. I was an engineer most of my working life, so I got fed up with that. Didn't like working for other people, so I quit and trying to make this keep working.
That's awesome, man. Well, hopefully you're doing good. I mean, it seems like you are. It seems like the stuff you're making is pretty awesome.
Cheers.
Let's see. I was gonna check. I thought something. I'm trying to find it. Maybe you sent it straight to me. I'm trying to remember. Oh, wait a minute. Here, let me just pop this back in and bam. What about these?
Tell me about that. What is?
Yeah, I see that behind you too.
Yeah.
Laser acrylic.
Yes. So it's just edge lit lasered acrylic, and then I don't know why I'm pointing that. It's edge lit lasered acrylic, so that's done on the CO2 laser. That's like 500 mil wide.
That is so cool.
And then I couldn't find kits that you could like readily buy to just to fit on it on the top. So
yeah,
I bought the raw aluminium in from a metal supplier, and then in Fusion I created the end clips and the bits that hang in from, and I just 3D printed them and made that top section myself using sort of 3D prints.
So cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet. I love the light up acrylic anything. Like I love that you can pretty much take whatever you want, whatever design you want, and just make something that lights up, and RGB makes it look so cool.
yeah.
The top one with that like teal light looks like it just the way the light is kind of like radiating from it like neon. It looks like the title scene in the movie. Like it's just so cool looking.
Yeah, I had to turn it right down for that's like on the lowest setting, because on the camera it was just like way
it just
too
blows
bright.
it out.
Yeah, I was like, that is going to be off-putting back there.
Wait a minute, I see something else here. Let me just boom. Tell me about this. What we got cooking here?
What is going on here?
I used to make a lot of lamps. I used to make a lot of lamps. I used to make a lot of lamps out of spirit bottles.
That's cool.
There's some way better ones further down, way further down my post. But yeah, I used to that was like when I was trying to be like really creative. I just used to try and come up with this random idea to make lamps, and it's just some wooden signs. Do a bit of woodwork, a bit of resin.
With the resin,
I literally just try and do anything. I just love learning. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Any excuse to try something different.
Well, and I think that's a really cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's a really cool thing, and that really is what making is about, right? Learning new things, trying new things, failing and learning again, as you go.
Yeah.
I worked on a project over the weekend where I thought I was doing really, really well until little by little things went wrong, and then I was like, okay, this was the test one, and now I know how to make the next one perfect.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of my products have been like that. I look back at some of the early ones.
The second one for you, and the third one for the client.
Yeah, when I look back at some of my early molds, I'm like, damn, those things are rubbish. They've come a long way.
That's funny. Well, and here's I see more coins. You're checking out more coins. So it's such a cool like all around maker space that you must have, with your lasers, now your furnace, the printers, and then like your woodworking. It sounds like you have a bunch of work, have woodworking stuff as far as table saw and stuff like that. So like tripod, I think it says tripod says it. He says he has all the equipment I want and I'm close to getting it. So like, I mean, when you think about it, it's like a maker space. You go in and you have access to all these materials and all these machines. And it sounds like you have that. The makerspace. Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like you have those things that people would love to use, right?
I don't know if can you see that shared screen I've just put up?
Yeah. There you go.
This is these were like some of the older things I used to do.
Oh, so wow.
That's fun.
It's just a plain out of a spirit bottle lamp, and I just made it so the front would spin. Yeah, it's just like
that's cool.
Oh yeah, it's just like I made it so that you could spin it. But then I used to make a lot of like these lamps.
That is so cool. I love that.
Yeah, some gin ones.
Jeff Cross, thank you so much. $5 on the PayPal. Thank you. Let's see. Jeff Cross says it was great to see you at Remurf. Thank you. You too, I hope. Thank you for that. I just wanted to shout that out because I just saw it. But yeah, that's awesome. That's CNC'd.
Yeah, CNC that
Did you-
It's just so cool that you're doing like the smooth organic shapes too.
Yeah, did you do a coin like this too?
Did I do a coin?
That is a coin, Jim.
Yeah,
Giant coin.
that's a huge coin.
That's just a big coin.
Because a coin like that would be pretty. I want to do one in brass like that. That'd be pretty sick.
That would be good as a coin. Yeah, that would be
Um,
good. Especially if you did it in 3D using Lightburn.
Yeah,
slicer.
yeah, for sure. Because it gives you that all the rounded organic edges.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be sweet.
I don't, they were just.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
That's pretty much all my pictures that I was going to show you.
Nice. That's cool. I love the stuff, man. I love that the stuff that you're working on because it's just so like it encompasses the, like I said before, the maker in all of us. Whether some of us have printers, some of us have woodworking, some of us have the CNC, some of us have lasers, and you have everything. So if you like that kind of stuff, check out
if you like that kind of stuff, if you like everything,
if you like it all, check out Smelly Cat stuff. All of his stuff's in the description below, so you definitely have to check it out. Follow him. We do have some really cool stuff to show. Let me see. I think we have some. I thought I had some stuff to show. I'll make sure I have it. There it is. Okay, good. We have some HotMakes. I want to do some HotMakes before we get too far into it because we do have a hard stop tonight. And I do have to fly, or not really fly, but I have to go. So let's jump into some HotMakes. So I think you've seen the show before. We get to show some really cool stuff off from the community, and let's check that out now.
All right,
sweet. Let's do it.
Somebody said the makes are getting cold.
The makes are getting cold. They are
getting cold.
Who's that anyway?
Yeah, they're lukewarm makes at this point.
Yeah, they're lukewarm. I love it. So this first one was tagged by Tom Lama, so it's going to be either really crazy or funny,
or both.
This is both. Yeah. So I like this. This is pretty hilarious.
What is going on here?
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Did that break a light?
Yeah. Watch this.
What is going on here? It's a remote. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I see what's happening.
Lots of paper.
That's fantastic.
I
totally thought that was real at first. I mean, it is.
Yeah, there
I
you
totally
go.
thought that was really like.
Look at this.
I love this.
This is awesome.
Instead of a paper airplane, it's a paper drone or a paper helicopter.
Yeah.
A broken light is what it is.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I love that.
Yeah, it's so good. Thank you, Tom. Always gotta love that kind of stuff because it's funny and it makes us laugh. It's a UFO, someone says. All right, what else we got? Local Maker Michigan designed a shelf in Tinkercad and playing around with adding a message in the infill, printing in Polymaker PETG Silver, streaming on MakerDeck.
Oh wait, does this get covered up?
MakerDeck.
Yeah, what's MakerDeck?
Yeah, it gets covered up. So this is the infill.
I mean, that adds so much extra time to your print, but that's so fun because it's on the stream. That's awesome.
Well, right, and I think what we've shown before, those time lapses where it like actually says things and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty funny, but that's pretty cool idea.
Has anybody done like a flip book thing where you're doing a time lapse and there's like a flip book animation on the inside?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Well, it's not like I guess it's kind of like flipbook. As it goes, there's a message in the infill, and it shows you like in time lapse. You see it. It's pretty cool.
I love that.
Super cool. I love it. Local Maker Michigan, and of course, Zombie Hedgehog. Zombie Hedgehog says, "What is that?"
Zombie Hedgehog.
Yeah. The Zombie Hedgehog. I just saw that today. I love it. All right, what do we got next? Daryl, I think you tagged this. He repainted my Halo
I don't
2
think I tagged this
ASMG.
one. I tagged something else that he did.
Oh, okay. Added a suppressor wrap.
Oh no, I
because
tagged both of them.
Technical.
I've been obsessed with Daryl's stuff lately.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
cool
doing
dude
some
just
really cool.
to know in general and to talk to, but like he makes some good stuff. He's got some talent.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome, and it's all cosplay and handmade essentially.
Yeah.
Super cool. What else we got here? Brian Vines. Didn't know if anyone else has seen this, but I like it, and I'm tagging it for HotMakes. It's a 300-hour time-lapse video printed on the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon.
We gotta see this.
Can you mute this screen?
It's already muted. Okay. I know how you work.
Well, this is awesome. There's sound, but it's pretty dang awesome to watch this. Check this out.
Yeah, this is
print.
kind of.
This is what you were talking about.
This is kind of what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Oh, and then we just did a inverse. What?
Yeah. Is that not ridiculous?
I see. Okay, so I can see where every now and then, he had to stop and kind of reset it.
Yeah.
That is nuts. Crazy. And then what do you do? I mean, what do you do with that giant chunk of plastic?
I mean,
it's got to be PLA.
It's definitely got to be PLA, I think. But I mean, when you're done, you just have a brick of art, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have like all of the bricks, just on the display on the wall.
So I mean, it goes on for a long time here. And
that is crazy. I love it.
Look at this. It's so ridiculous.
I mean, the animation. Well, to be fair, the animation is well done to begin with, and that's adding to this.
Yeah, 100%. Not only is the animation well done, it's printed multicolor on the printer that is sitting right behind Flesh. I mean, it's so crazy to think. I mean, 300 hours of printing there. I mean, that's. I mean, there's a
Zombie
lot
Hedgehog
of
says
stuff.
Filament manufacturers want you to make all kinds of these.
Yeah.
Does it say how much filament?
It's 8 kilograms total weight and 252 hours of printing.
Wow.
That's not too bad though. I was expecting it to be more than that.
252 hours on a Bamboo Lab.
No. I mean,
that's going to be the filament change, though.
Yeah,
it takes so long.
Yeah, I expected it to be more filament.
Right. Oh yeah, 8 kilograms is still a lot of.
It's still a lot, but I was expecting like a number that would make me puke.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, some people I would puke at 8. Can you imagine 8 kilograms to make one time lapse?
It's worth it. It's getting the views.
It's crazy. I don't even know. Let's just jump in here real quick here. I want to see, is it getting the views? What time we got? 13 minutes. Okay, we're good. If this loads today, we'll be good. It might not load. What is happening here? Come on, YouTube.
I wish I had my dial-up sound effect.
Right? That's about how I felt. It's only got 3,000 views in 4 days. What?
We need to blow this up. We need to get this guy his filament.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. That's absolutely.
Oh, hey, that's us.
Did you see that? Somebody check that for me because my laptop is being kind of crazy. But let me know if he's got more than 3. It looked like he only had 3,000 views in 4 days of that video, and we definitely need to hook that up. All right, next.
Where's that?
Chris Travis added again a life counter printed and mounted on the Gunshot Game Stage Top 3D printed game table, set up for playing Magic the Gathering. So I'm guessing he's talking about the counters in the center there, right around the center here. But that is super cool. I love that he put the mat down on here now.
So what? Hang on. Life counter, printed and mounted. Okay.
I'm guessing right here.
I'm going to be making one of these soon for D&D stuff.
Yeah.
This is cool.
I love, like I said, I love that he has mats on them now.
Yeah.
Have you seen these, Fletch? It's a 3D printed game table. So
No, I've never
this
seen
whole
one.
table, with the exception of these mats here, is 3D printed.
Oh, nice.
And Chris has some really cool. I mean, he's done some iterations on there. Let's see if I can find quickly here.
I did see a whole 3D printed Lamborghini this morning, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Joel, check that out. So here's a kind of a version of the table.
The purpose of it's like the whole thing is modular, and you can make it whatever gaming table you need it to be.
Yeah, it can all come apart. It has legs if you want it to have legs, so it stands up off of whatever surface you put it on. It's such a cool thing. Gunshot Games, shout out to them. It's such a cool idea. All right, next, Ethan's making again. It's for a school project in Latin class, but check this out. Here you go. Let me jump on here. Boom. There you go. That's pretty sick helmet, and then
that looks like a little. That looks like a little Wexter, like Darth Maul or something down there.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
right. It looks like he's getting it painted up and weathering it, and look at that.
Got that ye old rough and buff.
Yeah.
Ye old rough. Okay.
Or rub and buff. Sorry, it's called rub and buff.
Rub and buff.
Rub and buff, not
this looks buff. I mean, if you just scroll this, right, it does not look like it's printed at all.
No, and that's what I'm like.
I mean,
if you look at the first picture, the layer lines are pretty tight to begin with.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I mean, up here you can see a little, but if you didn't know better, this doesn't look like a 3D print.
So I think what helps that in this instance is the rub and buff makes it look metal. So it kind of, the layer lines being so small to begin with, that kind of makes it look like it's milled almost. Yeah. So it kind of goes with the metal theme.
So now we just gave Fletch another idea, is to 3D print things to make it look like metal and save the CNC time.
Looks like he was doing that with those Wexter prints too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the rub and buff. There you go. Oops, this one. If I could type it, there you go. But nice well job, done. Ethan. Very well done, man. I am going to venture to say that this turned out way better than anything I could have done.
Also, I just want to point out, like, Markets has been not just like a part of the show, but tagging things as HotMakes for like 100 episodes now. Thanks, dude.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. And you guys too. Jump on there, find some cool stuff, tag #HotMakes, and we'll get it shown. We need to beef up the amount of HotMakes that are coming in. That's what we need to do. All right. Last but not least, Tripod. He's in here.
What's he up to?
Well, I don't know, 5'7" and one leg.
Definitely not a marathon.
So Tripod's Garage is a great friend of the show, and he has one leg. So that's why he goes by Tripod's Garage. So Fletch, if you hear one-legged jokes in the next 5 minutes, just know that he's totally not on board with it. And we're just doing it to make fun of him.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. He says 5'10", actually, is what he said.
Oh, there you go.
Is that like standing straight up on both legs, or
is that
slouching a little? No, he's awesome.
Fix him just he runs a half marathon.
So a half marathon.
He likes to run 2.5Ks.
Too good. So recently, while we were here, we've been taking walks after dinner, and a very quick story. There's this yellow FJ Cruiser, and on the back it has some amazing decals. One of them says "Millennial Anti-Theft Device," and it shows the diagram of a manual shift pattern.
Oh, jeez.
And then another one,
I know how to drive stick.
Another one says like non-hybrid on it.
Oh,
and,
that's fun.
Another one that I really liked was, the stickers that everybody puts on the back when they earn or they run a marathon. It tells you.
Oh yeah, like the ovals.
Yeah, it's like an oval out here. I'm not sure if they do that by you, Fletch, but out here when people run marathons and stuff, they're very proud of that. Which is it's a crazy accomplishment to do that. But they put these stickers on their cars, and it tells you like 3.2 or whatever the mile. What? Well, what? Yeah, half marathon or full marathon, Lindsay said. So this particular one on the back of the same Jeep says 0.0.
That'd be mine.
It's the best. Yeah, me too. I thought that was hilarious, by the way. Whoa. There you
These
go.
guys.
It's something like that. There's some balls. So
maybe I should scroll before I share my screen.
I love it. So, anyways, made some glass containers on the IKEA. I don't even know how to say that. Iker. 24-watt laser engraver that have been coming out rather nice. So,
So what are we?
I'm not sure what we're looking at. Tripod, tell me what we're looking at on this one. All right. I think we're looking. Oh, there we go. Here we go. So there's some glass. This is
because there's a diode. It'll go straight through the glass if you don't put coating on it.
Yeah. And he's saying he really likes this laser actually. So
is that what that is?
You
Is
need
that
the interface
coating?
layer. So this is a tempera paint that he's using on here.
Okay.
And it etches it, and then you wash off that paint, and you have the etch when you're done. But there you go.
It's nice.
That's what it looks like. My wife is making fun of me for the How do you say it? Tempura. Oh,
isn't that a kind of fish?
Apparently, it's tempura. Tempura. I don't know. She'll add it to the list of stuff I say silly, which is true. Every episode, it seems like I come up with something. What was that flower? I don't even remember. Yeah.
He was looking at these flowers, and he was like, "Oh, and it's a peony."
Yeah, it's a peony. I think I called it. That's right.
Hey,
I don't know if you can hear her laughing over here in the background, but she's chuckling pretty hard. Anyways, Tripod. These look awesome, man. Nice work on that. Do you do diode stuff or just CO2?
Me?
Yeah. Dude, what is going on?
CO2 and fiber. I don't have a diode at the moment, no.
Well, that's okay because the fire risk is much higher. So it looks awesome, Tripod. Nice work on that. And I'm going to just kill this here to remove. There we go. I'm sharing my whole screen, so if I do it on here, you'll just get like that never-ending thing. So we got a few minutes left. I know we have a hard deadline tonight. Normally we stay around, hang out a little longer, but I got to fly for dinner reservation that my aunt made for us. But before we go, Fletch, one more time, like, who are you? What do you do? Where can we find your work? And like, do you do an online store or is it all like local stuff?
No, I've got an online store. Yeah, it's shop.smellycatcreations.com. I need to get onto YouTube more. My YouTube channel is lacking. So any followers, just
go over there. Everybody go over there and shoot.
But I need to put some more time into making some YouTube videos. But
all of those links are in the description below.
Everything I do is generally on Instagram. That's my first port of call. But yeah, nice. I make anything, everything. And just anything that I just love making stuff, so I'll make anything and everything.
Of course, I love you guys. No, that's super cool, and I got to jump on and check out the store because you do really make you make some really cool stuff. It seems like you're doing a really good job. This is the second year you've been doing it, so keep up the awesome work, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for staying up. I know it's it's about 1 a.m. your time now, so it is probably time for bed, right? Awesome.
I just want to give a
go ahead.
Quick shout out to Andrew S actually for helping get me on it, and he's been extremely helpful with my useless Fusion 360 skills. So
yeah, he's pretty awesome. One of the Council of Andrews.
Yeah. He says too much work, not enough vids. It's a hard life. Being so awesome, people just want you to work 24 hours a day. Yes. Nice. Yeah. Andrew S is awesome. He makes some really cool models and light up signs and stuff like that too. So that's pretty awesome. But thank you, man. I appreciate you sticking around with us and hanging out. I know it's been a pretty late night, and we love seeing your work. If you ever want to come on, just let us know anytime. We'll have you back. Anything else before we go? Oh, you know what? Real quick before we go, I know we're kind of Russian today, and I'm actually Irish, but we'll call it Russian. Well, that was a good one, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Next week, what do we have
back there?
Anyways,
It's too dark.
next week we have what is it? FR3D. And we have Fred. FR3D, and then the following week, Filament Stories, May 29th. We'll see what happens.
Let's hold
there
that because I don't know when Miguel is going to be available, so we'll get there.
We'll get there. June 5th, Alpha to Zeta Industries. Let's see, June 19th, Studley Avocado, not the sissy one, the Studley one. And then June 26th, Retro Maker. Actually, Lindsay, we watched the preview of the Remurf video. Nicely done, Kayla. By the way, I'll get it posted quick. But we watched it today, and she's like, "Whoa, I need those." So we're gonna have to print some of those. So we have a really cool lineup all the way up to Earth and past Earth, actually, or Murph, I mean. So come check us out.
I think we might end up having to move Retro Makers because that's the Monday after Murph. So we may end up having to reschedule that one, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure that out when we come. But Fletch, man, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for staying up.
Thanks for having me on.
Sharing all your cool stuff. And I'm going to hit you behind the scenes for laser help because I love the way of your black annealing. I need to learn that.
No worries. Anytime. Just hit me a message.
Cool. Yes, buddy. It's time to go. Okay. You want to say hi real quick? No, you don't want to say hi? He says, hey, Daddy, it's time to go. So we got to get going. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We will see you next Monday. You want to say hi here? No. Say hi.
Hey, bud.
Oh, you can't. Okay. He can't.
He's been told not to.
We'll see everybody next Monday. I'll be back in. We'll be back in the studio, and we'll be ready to rock. We'll see you guys later. Have a great night, Fletch. We will talk to you later too, man. See you later.
See you later. Cheers, guys.
Bye. See you, Caleb. Bye.